The magical but simple world of Lumber Tycoon 2. Guys, this game is an absolute Roblox classic, and it's a game that I played for many, many years back in the day. Today, I wanted to see what would happen if we tried to take something from Lumber Tycoon 2 and build it in different styles. So let's say this land store, for example. What if we rebuilt it in a low poly cartoon style, and then in a realistic style? Guys, the world may never know until the end of this video. Let's jump in. So jumping into Blender, we will start the cartoon looking one, sort of a low poly type of build. I think I want to add some like fun shape to the building. So we'll scale the top out. We will add this little lip, bring the top down, and then we'll start adding some loop cuts for where we want stuff at. We'll have the windows here. We'll do 2 loop cuts in the middle. For the door, let's go ahead and dissolve this edge. And then it looks like we need 1 more loop cut up here for some thinner windows. Let's slide this one down. And then let's dissolve these 2 edges. And that's the base shape of everything. We're not gonna do an interior on this one just because I don't think it would work. But what we are gonna do is grab all of these and inset. We'll push them in just a little bit, and then we're gonna grab all of these and extrude them out a little bit. Add a loop cut in the middle and drag that out as well. Actually, we're gonna Control Z all of that because I want the windows to go all the way down. So we'll inset this and then repeat those same steps. I'm gonna add a bevel on these and extrude them out as well. They're like slanted, which, you know, I mean, it's not the best look, but it does kind of sell that more cartoon feeling effect. Let's bring those out as well. Shade smooth, auto smooth. I want to make the whole building like just more weirdly shaped, so we're gonna use proportional editing and do something along these lines. For the sign, instead of it being a solid piece of wood, I want to do like wood planks, just because I feel like those could be a lot more cutesy. There we go, we got the sign on the building. This will all be textured as well. But next, we need our words. Shift A and text. It has been a long time since I've used this text tool. Let's hide those so we can actually see our text. And then for the font, I want something like bubbly. I don't know if this is good or not, but we'll try it. And then we need this last one for land store. Let's try to line everything up the best we can. Grab everything. We are going to convert to mesh. Oh, Blender text tool. Let's move those way out, bring back in our building. Then we just have to scale it up so it fits on our wooden sign. There we go. Stick out of the wood just a little bit, and now we can texture this place. I am gonna bring the sides out a little bit too, so it just seems a little more like awkwardly shaped, just a little more fun. All it is now, guys, is grabbing each part, projecting from view, squishing it together, and placing it on a color. I was able to find the original land store in the toolbox, so it'll be super cool to have these comparisons. We have the original, then we have the one that we just made, this like low poly cartoon variation of it. I wish I made the door thinner, but you know, it is what it is. Now we're gonna make a realistic version of it. And I don't know exactly how, because a real store would be a lot more detailed. To make this building realistic, but keep its old school charm, I guess I could say. I have a couple ideas. First things first, all of the windows are gonna be black and they're gonna be glass. I'm gonna take the reflectance off and turn the transparency down so the windows look a little bit darker. I really feel like that gives a great look for more realistic build. Now I'm gonna grab the window frames. Of course, they're going to be metal, and I'm thinking some sort of a silver type of vibe for now. For the walls, here's my idea, okay? I'm gonna make them like a beige sort of color, maybe white, like something in here. We'll try something like that for now. And for the texture, I'm gonna do plaster. This seems a little too yellow. I want it to be like almost white. We'll try something like that. Now I'm gonna expand the sides of the store to have some sort of brick form. We'll bring those back a little bit. These don't need to be too huge. Something like this works for me. Let's duplicate that, bring it up a couple times, and then out on every side. We're gonna make this plaster. Now we'll duplicate it and toss one on the other side as well. It's already like starting to look like a more real building. We're gonna drop this slider down a bit to have a darker rim around the top of this building as well. We definitely need like some realistic foliage or trees out in the front. I feel like that would help so much with this one. And this floor needs some work. Let's try to find a nice tile. Ooh, what if we did marble for the ground and for that? Roblox has a marble, right? Yeah. Their marble kind of sucks, though. It's not really high quality or elegant. It's just there. Oh, yeah. That works quite a bit better. All of these lights are gonna have to go. This guy is sadly gonna have to get replaced with an Arthro avatar, which I'm not exactly excited about. I feel so dirty. Defaultio, if you happen to see this, your game is legendary, and I'm sorry for what must be done. I made this cool beanie a couple of videos ago. I'm gonna put this on the avatar so he looks a little bit cooler, because bald ain't it, chief. Also, don't cancel your boy, but I feel like if you're gonna be bald by choice, you should have a beard. I think it just helps. There you go, man. That helps you out a little bit. Good, nice beanie. All these crates got to go. All these barrels gotta go. But this sign, to pay my respects, it will stay. I've been throwing around a couple of ideas with this build and the interior. Don't worry, we still have to fix this sign later on. But I haven't really been able to find something that I overly love. And I think I'm gonna switch up my vibe just a little bit here. So I'm gonna delete most of our extra stuff. And I'm gonna start behind the window, all right? So if we're just looking straight back, what do we see? And I think I need to revamp all this, because it's just like, it's not working for me. Now, when it comes to how I'm gonna revamp it, I do have a little idea, all right? Hear me out. It's either gonna look awesome or horrible. Wood planks, let's get a nice brown color, and I'm gonna bring these in just a little bit. Now we're gonna have some sort, I don't wanna go out too far. I mean, I guess further than that. We're gonna have some sort of thing built on the ends. I want these to be white, and I wish Roblox had a better marble, man. But whatever, I guess that's okay. Unless I could reuse that marble material. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just use that. Now I'm gonna duplicate this, and I want to put blue. Yes, I have a very strange idea, and I'm not an interior designer, but I feel like I've got a cool idea going on here. Let's make this plastic, or even glass might be cool. And then I want all of this to be a bit thinner. You know, the idea is here, but I don't know if it's all the way here just yet. What if we put one in the middle here as well to break it up more? And then we made the ones on the ends a little bit smaller. Let's go like 1, 2 down. Definitely seems a bit overkill, but let's move on for now because I'm good on that. I don't want to work on that. Back here, I have an idea. I'm gonna make all of this like a darker gray and make it brick. God, Roblox brick is so gross. I think it's sort of coming along. Let's go to our plugins, 3D text, activate cursor. That doesn't really stick out enough. There we go. I gave it like a little drop shadow-esque thing, and that works a little bit better. I'm using this interior asset pack. Well, I made these little rug things. They're just parts. But I'm using this pack, and bro, it's so good. There's so many good assets in it. This rug, I'm gonna try to make more of an artsy type rug instead of just, you know, whatever it might be considered right now. Let's see if there's any just like wonky, scribbly looking texture like this. It was made to be. And then the outside of this would be more gray instead of gray on black. Not bad. Oh, the outside needs so much work still. I'm gonna finish the inside completely and then we'll see what we could do for the outside because yikes, it's not looking great. All right, guys, the inside is really starting to come together. I think I want to center all of this stuff a little bit better and then figure out a way to break up this wall because it's looking a little too, I don't even know what the word is, man. It's too plain. Not really enough going on here. So maybe we can do some sort of wood accent. And I just want to do it for the backdrop of these couches. Middle, think that back a little bit. Maybe make these two a little bit dark. And then we could put like some greenery hanging. All right, bros. The inside's looking pretty dang nice. I would have to say so myself. It's probably still considered under-decorated for a realistic build, but it's looking pretty cool. For the outside, well, this is a bush. I don't know how it got so big. Let's just, let's calm down, buddy. We got some flowers that, their pivot is broken. Okay, that's interesting. There we go. And then we got some trees that I'm gonna make a little bit bigger. This is what's gonna sell it, guys. The realistic trees. After all, Lumber Tycoon 2 is a game all about chopping down trees, getting the wood, and you can sell the wood for money to buy better axes or furnaces or So much stuff, guys. Just such a sick game. So we are going to throw some trees around here. I think I want to do some sort of like mulch flower beds in the front, just as a way to add in, I don't know why this phone is out here. Just as a way to add in more detail. So I'll make that brown and ground, get the Roblox grass out of it, and we will start with these little bushes. Flowers, I'm just gonna brush tool them. Luckily, I really only need the front of the building because we're not doing the old roundabout everywhere. But now the inside looks way better than the outside. So I need to start spiffying this up as well. I think I'm gonna make the signs neon because most actual stores have neon signs. And I wanted to change the font, but I like the resemblance. We're definitely going a brighter green here. We need people in those doors, man. Speaking of, we're kind of missing a door. Let's just grab this and collide off, and then let's grab this and put a beam down the center. Not too bad. I do think I want like a nicer, brighter brick. Not brighter, more vibrant would have been the word. Something along these lines. Definitely makes it stand out a bit. Let's bring the sides down a little as well, just for more shape to the building. Bro, that's actually pretty dang cool. We have the Lumber Tycoon land store. I themed it sort of as a bank, because if you wanted to buy land, kind of got to go to the bank, unless you're rich. And then I kept the little rumors posters because I think they're just really cool to have in the build. But look at this, guys. The 3 iterations of Lumber Tycoon. We have the classic, absolutely mint. We have the low poly, which I definitely rushed, and I'm not exactly proud of it. I would love to delete it and delete that part of the video. But this is the one I was excited for, and I think it turned out pretty cool. This, I don't think can be wood planks, though. I think it should be wood, and then maybe the outside should be probably a darker wood. This could also maybe be metal. I mean, I like it, but the wood was so classic. Anyways, if I do a video like this again, where we're turning a classic build into a different style, I'm probably just gonna stick with one style so I can spend all of my time on that one style instead of rushing past one and ending up with, well, that. But I think the realistic one turned out pretty sick. If you guys want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.